21 years and 10 model seasons with Subaru. I'm going to go over some really pertinent information on the window sticker of the car, and then we'll walk around the car and discuss features and what have you. This model that we're about to take it for a test drive is the Subaru Impreza 2.5i Premium with the special edition package. Now you may have seen or heard our ads. Don't just be a don't just be a car buyer, be a happy car buyer at Capital Subaru. If you should choose this model, you are going to be the happiest car buyer, and I'll tell you why. The special edition package includes this power moonroof, the glass sliding power moonroof. It has an all-weather package, including heated front seats, heated side mirrors, and the windshield de-icer in the front, and also includes fog lamps. All of those items altogether are reduced in price to only $500 for the entire package. Incredible but true. Now, when we go through Subaru, Subaru is, the parent company is Fuji Heavy Industries of Japan. Their heritage is in aircraft engine building. That's the longevity factor of a Subaru. When you look at RL Polk statistics, 95% of every Subaru that's been sold and registered in the last 10 years is still on the road. These are longevity cars, that's their history. Now Consumer Reports, which takes no advertising dollars when they form an opinion on a motor vehicle, Consumer Reports says the best vehicles in the country today, this is the 2010 version, are being built by Subaru and Honda. When you take into account that Subaru is the only manufacturer that has 5-star safety rating, that they are the #1 safest line of cars in America. Every Subaru is a 5-star safety pick. I'm being a little biased, but I think we have the edge over everyone when it comes to that. So when we talk safety on a Subaru, there are many factors, and I'll explain some of them as I go along. So if you take a Subaru, have you ever seen a wine barrel where you've got those 3 rings of metal kind of keeping everything together? So if you took the car and stood it on its trunk, part of Subaru's body integrity comes from ring steel reinforcement building. So there are 3 rings of steel on what they call the C pillar, that's the one in the back, then the B pillar, the one in the center, and the A pillar, the one towards the front of the car. When you take into effect all the other crash testing, anti-defamation crumple zones, the kinds of steel tubular beams they have in the side of the car, this is a car that's engineered from a safety standpoint, which is proven by the accolades that companies received. This is a car that literally gives its life up for the occupant. Because we see them coming in here in horrible condition, wrecked, rolled over, hit into, and the customer comes in and buys another car because the car helped them to save their life. Now, when it comes to a Subaru, the engine is really one of the most exciting components of the car, because every Subaru has a very unique boxer-style engine. That means that it has horizontal pistons. These are very vibration-free engines, and they last a long time. As I was saying, the aircraft heritage of Fuji Heavy Industries, these came out of planes before they went into cars. Now you may have also seen in the news somewhere that Boeing is starting to test fly their new Superliner. Well, the fuselage for the new Boeing Superliner is developed and being produced by Fuji Heavy Industries of Japan. So this is a 2.5-liter, 4-cylinder, boxer-style engine. It's symmetrical all-wheel drive. All wheels are operating at all times. When you add to that, we also have what's called VDC, Vehicle Dynamic Control System. It's a very sophisticated four-wheel traction control system that goes along with your all-wheel drive. And when you add to that, there's 4-channel, 4-wheel ABS brakes, meaning that each and every wheel gets a separate brake signal. These are things that make the handling and the precision driving experience of the car really a cut above, really quite an extraordinary thing. If you own a Subaru and you take a winter trip, you're going to probably get what we call the Subaru Wave. They're going to have one hand up, stop, put chains on, and give you the Subaru Wave. Keep coming. All-wheel drive, mud and snow-rated tires. You have a Subaru, come on, keep on going. And then the creature comforts on this car, you have beautiful 16-inch multi-spoke cast aluminum wheels, mud and snow-rated tires, and they're using a very fine brand Bridgestone tires. And you have remote keyless entry on the car. And in the special edition, you have a 10-speaker, 6 CD changer. You have a auxiliary input to put an iPod or an MP3 player. And it will play the kind of CDs that you might burn at home, Windows Media and MP3 style CDs if you care to. 10-speaker stereo, very comfortable seating, air conditioning, audio controls on the steering wheel so that you can mute the sound if you're taking a call, adjust the volume, change the song on a CD, change your radio stations as you go. And it has a very wide opening for the back door, so it's very easy access to get in and out of it. There's a rear defroster. They've put the antenna in a place where it's very accessible, it's flexible, it's not going to be broken. And in the trunk, they've been very thoughtful with the design of the trunk. So you have a full 90-degree vertical lift. Have you ever seen a car that had a trunk that was hung on a slight angle where you have to kind of duck your head to get in and out of it? So you have a fully vertical trunk and a low sill, so you don't have to lift your belongings very high to get them in. And you also have 40-60 folding down rear seats so that you can keep occupants and gear and use it in whichever configuration that you want. Now, because Subarus are for folks with active lifestyle, you even have a place in the roof of the car where you can put cross rails and put your gear, your bikes, your kayaks, and whatever it is on top here. This particular model also comes in a 5-door hatchback, so you have the flexibility of choosing the model with the body style that you're going to like the best. And after we get back from our test drive, if you have a few extra moments, I want to introduce you to our staff. We have our service and parts department open every day of the week except for Sunday. We also have a very friendly and accommodating staff in every department that you visit, so that when you come to Capital Subaru, even for something like an oil change, now I've been in the business for 21 years. I've never worked at a place where you come in for an oil change, you come in for a tune-up, you come in for some diagnostic work. Every single tech drives a Subaru. So these people are so enthusiastic to the brand that they're servicing. They're total enthusiasts for the brand of Subaru, and they all own and drive the car. And so I'll introduce you to staff when we get back. And please, have a seat, make yourself comfortable, and thank you very much for visiting today.
Hey, all right.